continued.
So the army lures Godzilla out with more fish and pretty much the same thing happens. They wait forever to shoot, he runs away dodging their gunfire, the army destroys more buildings, but then Godzilla makes a run into the water where submarines give pursuit. To blow themselves up. Eventually though, Godzilla is hit and plummets to the waters below. But you know that won't be the last you see of him.
There's gotta be more than 20 eggs here. Oh, way more.
Again, his skills of observation are just extraordinary, and of course the eggs conveniently begin to hatch now that our main characters have arrived. For a movie trying to not be like Jurassic Park, and in their marketing even tried to set themselves apart from Jurassic Park, it sure does feel like a Jurassic Park raptor scene right now. Let's just hope they can't open doors and eat us while we hide in the vents. What's worse is because these baby Godzillas aren't animated as well as the big one, most of this sequence looks like crap.
I can't get through. I don't know what's wrong.
Let me guess. You're in a crumbling building that is on fire. Hurry up and eat them. Good. Now hurry and eat Dick Flabulous. Yeah, keep mashing those buttons like a Neanderthal. That'll make it go faster.
Wrong floor.
May I remind you again, jackass. Can I call you jackass? That hundreds of people have died in the last couple minutes. And you're still giving us one-liners?
No, 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 no.
So the bumbling duo meet up with Dick Flopulous and Roach. Their tape is destroyed, so the whole purpose of them being there is ruined. However, because the phones are down, they do suggest reaching the outside world through their broadcast resources in the stadium. Again, during this entire scene, it just goes to show how vain and self-involved Audrey is. She's concerned if she looks nice for the camera.
What's going on? Are we on?
And talks in a serious reporter voice.
Reporting live from Madison Square Garden, this is Audrey Timmons for WIDF News.
To make sure she conducts a big girl interview, while people are dying, and the babies could escape any second causing more havoc.
She's so stupid I can't take it.
So not only is Godzilla asexual and able to give birth, but all the babies are born pregnant as well. Somewhere a TV producer is looking to make that reality show. Anyway, the good news is that the story worked. The bad news is that they have 6 minutes to leave before they are blown to smithereens. I don't know why, but during this entire scene I've been expecting the Super Mario Brothers to show up.
See you later, alligator!
Well, they fight through the crowd of baby Godzillas and make it outside just in time for the building to blow up. This is it! The moment that the entire movie has been building up to. Not Godzilla fighting the army or another giant monster, but this.
I'd like to find out.
Uh-oh. Everything seems too okay right now. Something bad is about to happen. Oh no, the movie's going to keep going.
He looks angry.
You just committed infanticide, you dumb prick. That would be the proper reaction to all your children being murdered. Fuck face. So they hop in a cab and Godzilla chases after him. They eventually get stuck in a tunnel with no way out. While in contact with the army, Dick Flopulous is told to lead Godzilla where their missiles can get a clear shot. I would say Godzilla being occupied in one spot trying to kill these guys is pretty clear, but no. The new idea is to lure him to the Brooklyn Bridge, I guess because it hasn't been damaged yet and it's long overdue. But before they could get there, Godzilla manages to capture them in his mouth, chomp them to tiny pieces, and swallow them whole.
We're in his mouth! We're in his mouth!
A happy ending to this film.
Andy, you know that's not what happens.
I can dream, can't I?
Continue.
Fine, I'll continue. They manage to survive by slipping out of Godzilla's mouth. He gives chase again, resulting in even more property damage. However, they do manage to trap Godzilla in the bridge cables. This gives the army enough time to throw missiles at Godzilla, who finally keels over and in drawn-out emotional fashion, dies in the end. So everyone erupts in delight. Horny Red and Snotty Palm even awkwardly kiss.
Oh my. Oh god.
The mucus queen is yours.
And just when you think it's over, dun dun dun, there's one remaining egg. You know what's irritating but also kind of funny? Is when movies set up sequels that never happen. In this case, 2 sequels were planned before all of the negative feedback. Financially, it did pretty well. It cost $130 million and made $380 million. Overall, it's just a bad movie with very little in it that actually works. It tries too hard to spoof the media, the military, New York, and Roger Ebert.
Let's get out of here!
Roland Emmerich is making a movie in the American Hollywood system, yet spoofs America at the same time.
How did you get all this stuff into the country?
This is America. You can't buy anything.
And while trying to sneak past the US military, Roach impersonates Elvis Presley.
Oh, thank you very much.
While you're at it, why not have him eat a hot dog and have a bald eagle perched on his shoulder?
Well, no, sir, I'm fine.
I know this movie came out over a decade ago, but I'm getting sick of movies taking place in New York City. Disaster movies in general, but even movies like King Kong, Ghostbusters, X-Men, Men in Black, Armageddon, The Matrix, Adam Sandler movies, The Day After Tomorrow, 2012, War of the Worlds, I Am Legend, Cloverfield, The Day the Earth Stood Still, The Happening, Transformers, The Avengers. The list goes on and on, on and on. The list goes on and on, on and on. The list goes on and on, on and on. Set these big movies somewhere else because I'm tired of everything taking place in New York City, especially because half the time they're filmed in Vancouver or Toronto.
That's the goddamn Chrysler building we're talking about here.
And I'm tired of seeing the same buildings getting demolished over and over. I mean, how many times do they have to rebuild the Statue of Liberty? Next, whenever I see millions of dollars thrown in the toilet, I like to think about the bigger picture. $130 million is a lot of money that could have been wisely used elsewhere. There was enough paint used on this film to cover the entire Golden Gate Bridge. 2.4 million gallons of water were wasted on the rain machines in this film. Which reminds me, why is it raining the entire movie? Enough lumber was used making the sets to build 50 homes. And I wonder why people in poor countries hate us. I just picture a little homeless child who's dying of thirst and praying for water, and a home that's painted, and then teleport to theaters where people are stuffing their faces watching this rain-soaked mess.
How close did you get to the thing?
I got pretty close.
Next, let's take a look at the design of the remake Godzilla. It's not awful. It's as if they took Godzilla and made him look more like a realistic lizard. He doesn't have huge bulky legs, his arms are thinner and longer. He does have the tail and the giant scales on his back. The biggest difference is the look of the face. It's longer and more reptilian. The original Japanese filmmakers loved the new creature designs that Patrick Tatopoulos made. He also inspired the main character's last name, Dick Flopulous. Speaking of the original Japanese filmmakers, Godzilla is a Japanese movie monster. So how did they react to the remake? Well, the Toho company responsible for the Godzilla films treat the American version like it doesn't really count as a Godzilla movie. In fact, in the movie Giant Monsters All-Out Attack, it is revealed that the monster attacking New York City was mistaken for Godzilla. That monster is referred to as just Zilla because the remake took the god out of the monster, which is kind of true. He doesn't really have any powers in the remake like the atomic breath. He just kind of roars and the force pushes stuff out of the way. Furthermore, in Godzilla Final Wars, Zilla, or possibly its one surviving child, shows up and battles the real Godzilla. So technically that monster can't be Godzilla, at least in the Japanese timeline. It's also funny because the Japanese filmmakers have the remake monster show up and the real Godzilla kicks its ass in under a minute. So let's just look at this fight. One thing of note is that Zilla is CGI. Everyone else is a person in a suit, but it's some crappy CGI monster. Oh, there goes the opera house. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, atomic breath. Ooh, superpowers. Oh, I don't think he's getting up. Oh, he's pissed. So that's how the Japanese feel about the remake.
I knew that tuna head wasn't up to much.
I mean, director Roland Emmerich stated he didn't like the original Godzilla movies and only agreed because he was promised creative control over the series. And that's a big problem with remakes. They aren't made by filmmakers who were fans and loved the originals. They're just there for the money. That's why I like Peter Jackson's King Kong. He was a fan of the original and wanted to do it justice. He originally passed on it, but realized if he didn't do it, then someone else without the passion he had for King Kong would make the movie, and he changed his mind, thank God. You knew King Kong was in good hands. I'm not sure if most people know what Razzies are, but they're like the Academy Awards, but for bad movies. In 1998, Godzilla was nominated for Worst Picture, Worst Director, and Worst Screenplay, and ended up winning Worst Remake, and the actress who played Audrey won Worst Supporting Actress.
When will this rein in?
So after reviewing the evidence, does this film deserve the boot? Oh my god, yes it does. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, that's not it. Nope. Hang on 1 second. Hang on, I'll be right back. Hang on. I am so glad that I am breaking my boot's cherry with this remake.
I'm going to push you out my butt.
This has been Boots to Reboots, the place where remakes come to die. Thanks for watching.